Hello. What's up, guys? How's it going? Chat? Wait, somebody got an Aussie from the tour, Valentin? Are you serious? Who? And what awesome? Or what Aussie? That's awesome that he got an Aussie. So I blended the two words together on purpose. Pyromancer. Pyromancer with a 30. 30 months, damn, dude. So I have 6 months to come up with a 3-month badge. Got it. Good to know. I'm doing great, Blue Star. Oh, H2O got a Tomislav? Nice. It's actually a pretty good one to get. Toolbox has an extra month on you? Alright. So 5 months. Alright. Ah, there it is. See? Disaster Kirby. Thanks, Disaster Kirby. 31 months. That's a lot of months. Whole month's worth of bat, says Disaster Kirby. Thanks, Disaster, for sticking around, man. And macro phages underscore for the Twitch with the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks, man. Welcome, man. Alright, no missing around. Baritone with a 31 as well. What's up, Baritone? Macro, I'm gonna just play some pubs, I guess. Trying to avoid the lag bots as much as I can because they've started to infect the games that I play. For a while, I didn't even see them, but lately they've been a nuisance. Baritone says, I like the little lip hair thing you got going on. I started shaving again, but I'm keeping this because me and my friend Austin, which we made some sketches together on a channel called Whatever We Want, like 4 or 5 years ago, just for fun. And we recently wrote a few more sketches, and we were planning on filming them at the end of this month. And I was like, you know, I'll keep a mustache because, you know, I gotta play different characters and stuff, so I'll keep the mustache for a couple videos and then I'll shave it off so that I, like, from video to video, it doesn't just look like it's just me the whole time, you know what I mean? Strategic mustache going on. Wecker with the Twitch Prime as well. Thanks, Wecker. Yeah, I've got a little bit of hair, Baritone. Although my receding hairline just keeps going further and further back. Eventually it's going to get to the point where I'm going to start to look like the guy from Seinfeld, so I'm going to have to start doing a full-time shave, but I'm fine with that. Oh, Begel XD, I hope I'm saying that right, with the tier 2 sub. Thanks, man. Appreciate the double sub, the double pump sub. And then Olliebot with the Twitch Prime. Welcome back. Welcome for the first time, Olliebot. Thanks, man. Appreciate you showing up. And Noobly 387. Thanks, man. He says, "Come on, iDubbbz, do the thing that people like." Get the wrong place, man. You're in the wrong spot. And Vinge with the 13th. Nice, man. No, I'm not anywhere near my sub goal. As you can tell down in the bottom there. have it listed on screen. I remember reaching like close to that goal when Jungle Inferno came out, and it was really easy because I had a lot of people watching my stream when Jungle Inferno came out, because I think I was one of the only people that decided to stream that day or something. So I had a bunch of people like kind of just showing up and throwing their prime at me. So I got a lot of like you know, new subs from that day, so I was able to like get a lot of able to reach a lot of goals for emotes and stuff. Comet GM with the 27 months. Thanks, Comet. Welcome back again, Comet. Appreciate you being here, man. Comet the Wonder Mod. Don't worry, medic. I got a banana. Yeah, Comet's a good stealth mod. You know, that's why he's a good mod though, because you know, the trolls, they always like survey the mods before they start to troll. You know what I mean? They're like, ah, this guy's here. He's not gonna do shit. The Comet, you never know he's there, and he'll get you. Who's shooting? Oh. Oh, unlucky spy. Oh, Smitty. I'm going huge. I'm playing heavy in a pub. Or are you just talking about my weight? Look, I'm on a diet now. I'm on a diet where you just eat meat all day. That's a real diet, isn't it? I don't know, I should probably look up what that means. Oh, he was baiting me. What was that bit? Oh, it was 10 bits from Blue Star. Thanks for the 10, man. Says Uncle Bap, I am the bit man. I will throw the bits now. Thanks, man. You were promised dispenser erecting. Look, I joined the server and there were 3 NGs. He's got it. These guys have it figured out. Okay. There's your dispenser. He's even got the machete. I'm doing good, Jerry. How are you doing? You know, speaking of Jerry, I've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec lately. I've been watching a lot of Netflix in general lately. But I watched the first like 4 seasons of The Office, and then the whole time I was just reminded of how good Parks and Rec is. So I decided to decided to watch that instead. BAP! If this guy's gonna just okay. Phantasm. Thanks, Phantasm, for the items. Says hi, Uncle Dane. Love ya videos. Have some kill streak kits I didn't want from MVM. Pretty man weapon with strange quality. Hey, anything. I appreciate anything, man. Everything you donate usually goes right back into the community pot that I do raffles with. And the pot's getting kind of full lately, so you might be seeing it. What the hell? How did I get air blasted from that? What Parks and Rec character you most like IRL? Well, with this mustache, I'm looking real Ron Swanson-y, right? But honestly, I'm probably the most like Andy, because I'm fucking stupid. Actually, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Oh no. Did they crits? They did. Who do I like the most in The Office? Such a tough question, but I think I'm just gonna have to go with the classic. I think Michael Scott is one of the greatest characters that television's ever seen. Truly, a legendary character. But I mean, I really like, you know, season 2 through 3 Andy. I say that specifically because they kind of, like, The Office is kind of notorious in my book for being really inconsistent with the character development. Really inconsistent. Just, they'll take a character and they'll just change it to fit whatever narrative they want to push for the next season or whatever, and it's honestly really frustrating. I have watched Better Call Saul. I haven't watched the new season, though. I still gotta get around to that, but it's a very good show. And is Uncle Dane gonna be a thing? I don't even know what that would look like. I'm not really familiar with what the Nene is. I know it's a dance move. Just don't know what it looks like. Where's this healer at? I want to give him my banana. Never mind, he's died.
Spy Pyro right side.
Music is dank. I like it. Blue Star. Blue Star with a 21 months has been playing lots of Pyro recently after the Blue Moon. I don't feel like a piece of shit when I play him. I actually have been playing a lot more Pyro ever since the Blue Moon update. I know it's strange because a lot of people are saying that he's broken. Like the damage ramp up that they meant to include in this patch, it doesn't, straight up doesn't work, which I think that they should definitely fix. I'm surprised they haven't fixed it yet, to be honest. But honestly, like, I'm having a lot of fun playing him. He doesn't feel under or overpowered to me. It's like they could probably not change Pyro to the way that they intended, and it would probably be okay for me, but I don't know. I don't really play Pyro enough. But the few times that I do actually play him, I enjoy it. BAP! So who knows? Sorry, I'll read that BAP in a second, but I just wanted to own some people. I'll eat a banana while I look at it. It was King Pan. It says, I killed a Hoovie and I'm haunted forever by my mistakes. He gave me a haunted Hoovie head. Appreciate it, man. Oh wow, look. Well, I deserve it, I guess. What's my favorite genre of music? Lately it's been synthwave. I mean, because it's very new to me. I mean, it's a kind of a new genre, to be honest. I think it really started to take traction around 2012. So, like, it's less than it's literally less than a decade old. And I'm already finding so many different, very, like people who are making their own, like, style out of a new style, which I think is kind of cool. So, and I'm kind of in the forefront of the new artists, you know? I'm out of position, I think. I think I'm out of position. Do I like jazz? Honestly, I know it's a meme question, but not really. I mean, it's kind of boring. At least the smooth jazz type. Do you like smooth jazz?
Heavy right side.
Like regular jazz, or at least freeform jazz or whatever.
K-pop cred songs.
Not a fan of it. Just like how I'm not a fan of jumpy ass scouts. What TF2ers did I look up to when I first started out? When I first started out, I really like Germa, but that's always a given. I guess I liked the theme that Array 7 had, which is kind of a big reason why I decided to go. Not a big reason why I decided to, but a big reason why I thought it would be a good decision at least. It's not like a risk to center your channel around like one thing. There you go, man. Have 40 health.
Good stand.
I got the sticky, don't worry. Bap! Oh, I'm getting BAP attacked right now, hold on. You know what? You can have my banana. You can have my banana. You can have it. I need to leave right now, here. I'm gonna eat my banana. You heal the others, dude. Gotta check my BAP account. Gray Bigfoot. Thanks for the items, man. It says, is your refrigerator running? VM Me with a shirt donation. Thanks for that. And Leo says, I had some ref and I know what to do with. Figured I'd give it to my favorite uncle. Thank you for the ref, man.
Medic pushing right side.
Uncle Steve, of course. I feel like, at least compared to the people who tend to complain a whole heck of a lot on their own platform about how little people make off of YouTube, I actually am doing pretty well, but I have pretty low standards, I think. I'm beginning to suspect that I must not really spend a whole lot of money, because I don't seem to really need a whole lot of it. I make just enough to survive, and you know, that's all I can really ask for. And since I do make enough to survive off of YouTube, that's all I really seem to care about.
Thanks, Lime. You really did it.
Like a lot of people really just I think that they have this desire to make more and more, and I feel like I don't have that yet. I kind of want that. But I don't know. I seem to be pretty content with the amount of money that I make. And of course I would always like more, but I don't have like this panic in me at all times, you know? Etomb Soulfire says, you mean have a specific target demographic and specialize. A unified channel theme is not only fun, but a sound business decision. Yeah, and I guess I took the, I saw that Array 7 was making it work. Because Battle Medic, I mean, he does kind of all medic stuff at the moment, but when I was watching him, he seemed to be making Battle Medic work, so I was like, you know, if he can make Battle Medic work as a channel theme and you know, a unified theme, then I can make engineer in general work, especially like a learning type. I'm dead. Will I ever get a job? I mean, like a regular job? Nah, I don't really have any need to at this point. But I don't know. I feel like YouTube is kind of in the last couple years, actually, it's kind of started to become a legitimate job. Seems like that, at least.
Which one of you handsome boys wants to put your body on the cart?
Or at least, like, online entertainment in general, not just YouTube, like Twitch and stuff. I was actually talking to my friend Josh about this. Even if I somehow can't make YouTube videos anymore about TF2 or whatever, like my current channel like becomes washed up or something, like there's still things I can do, particularly when it comes to like video editing, because there's a lot of people who need videos made, you know, like YouTube channels in particular, like big YouTube channels, they you know, they're basically companies, and they hire people to, you know, take the amount of workload that they want or they need done. So I could literally just apply to be a video editor for a YouTube channel. I don't know if Heavy's gonna be working on offense, to be honest. Oh, look, NG's open. Should I be common? And no, I'm gonna play spot. So honestly, even if I couldn't do what I do now, I would still attempt to do YouTube or some sort of like online video entertainment thing as a living, because there are a surprising amount of jobs out there with that.
We can push her. Yes, sexy bodies on the cart. Watch it. Oh.
What's up, guys?
Oh. Hey Samuel Cable, what's up? Welcome.
Why is the cart not moving?
Oh, did you guys see that spooky hand? That's why you stop using the big earner. I mean, it's not that bad. Like, Spy already has such low health already. Oh, none of them suspected me, apparently. I'm gonna get my revenge. I need to get my revenge.
Spy Pyro.
BAP! What was that? Oh, there's a resub from Doot0 for 17 months in a row. Thanks, dude. It says Uncle Bald, and then it's this thing. I like that emote. Conveys exactly what it needs to convey.
Dabs are bad. They're like Satan. My God.
Hold up, boys. Yeah, distract him, medic.
I'm on the medic. Save.
Check my BAP list again. Son of Jazzles. Dane, when are we gonna get a cover of Germa's famous single Rats, Rats, We Are the Rats? It's a great song. Sheets. Thanks for the medal and the copy pasta. I don't like birds says, here, have some things. Gave me some paint and a skateboard. Thanks, man.
You mean Scoot?
It's a boy, right?
BAP! BAP. I'll check that in a second. Just in time. Me is Z, thanks for the medal. Hey Dane, thanks for introducing me to Jewlander. It's not Jewlander anymore. Where am I looking? It's not Jewlander anymore. It's Kime Time. He is a really cool dude. You two obviously love him now. Yeah, Jewlander's like, he's one of my good friends. He's a cool dude and a very good player. Good combo.
WM1.
Oh yeah. What? Shot it. Anyone else hear that? Anyone else listening? Because I heard it. I heard a stab sound. What a great class. What a great. Let's keep playing it. Politics may have forced the name change? No, I don't think so. Jewlander's not that kind of person.
One sentry down.
Are you gonna move forward? Oh my god. Please. Ooh.
Another sentry down. Nick! Bitch! Oh my god.
Oh, I got him. Wait, how did I get health just now? Oh, he dropped his sandwich. I forgot you can do that. That's awesome. One followed me. I'm real. I'm real.
Right click! Left click!
Bap! Think engineer can be a generalist in 66? I mean, I don't think we have to change the name of specialists to something they're not. I just think that the specialists should be more viable full-time. And I think that engineer can be. He just needs to be more of an active support. No, heal me, dude. I need to be healed. Ow, my god. I take my Zedringer down for 1 second and he crits me. What a fun class and what a fun game. But that's my commentary. What HUD do I use? I use Bud HUD. It's pretty good. I think 1 per class limits would be good in comp. I think that it could help, but I don't think that it would be a good idea for various reasons. And I don't think that it'll happen. For other various reasons. Thought he would walk in front of me. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm just better than him. Zinmo, the 17 months in a row. Thanks, man. Bap! Says, eat your vegetables, kids. Yeah, punch me. Yeah, that sniper was about to spy check me, but he luckily got killed. Oh, we're gonna win. The Hoovy. Hoovy on the cart. Classic. Spooky arm. Now let's stay and look at the stats. Use the Enforcer? Nah. I like the I can't manage my cloak gun. I don't know how to manage my cloak properly because I don't play this class. This is the gun that I like. No, but this is good with the Dead Ringer too. Like, this whole thing is this is like why I play Spy a lot now. Because I kind of discovered that this is actually a really fun way to play aggro Spy, because not only, like, is the Dead Ringer, like, actually fun to use now, because you have to use your brain. Well, let's actually stay on the server. Upward sounds good. But, like, because the way you get your cloak back isn't, like, just memorizing where all the packs on the map are. You actually have to use your knife and your gun to get your cloak back. Because both the Dead Ringer, or both the Enforcer, or what are the weapons? Both the L'Etranger and the Big Earner give you your cloak back. So it's actually a lot of fun because whenever you got 20 seconds left on your cloak to recharge, you have to rely on your aim and your stabs, you know? And I find that fun. But I know that there's a lot of people who use the Dead Ringer as kind of a little bit of a crutch. That basically the only knowledge you ever had to have in order to use it successfully was to know where all the packs were. So now that that's not a thing anymore, all those... I don't know about that. Do I drink beer? No, I actually really don't like beer at all. It's the least... that's the thing that I don't have in common with the engineer. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but I got headshot twice. One of them when I wasn't invisible, and one of them when I was. Prefer rum and coke, Baritone? You know, I used to only drink rum and coke, but one time I drank so much of it that I was very sick the next day and that evening, mostly that evening and the next day, and since then I just haven't really liked it that much. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Wait, are we starting the thing over again? This is going to be a lesson in suspicion. First thing that made me suspicious is that he headshot me with the Ambassador when I was cloaked. Second thing that made me suspicious is that he is using an achievement item Ambassador, which, you know, fine. But that kind of piles on top, you know. We'll see if Strike 3 happens anytime soon. No, I wasn't cloaked, but that is Strike 2 on my weirdly suspicious list. Look, I'm not calling anything yet. All right? I just like to take little mental notes of things. But right now my drink of choice is just adult beverages, like adult root beer, adult soda, adult iced tea. I like to see how clever they get with it. It's kind of cute, and it tastes good. So I mean, that's honestly, like, I don't really like eating things that don't taste good. Yeah, no. Guys, I'm just an engineer. Come outside. I don't know if they drink Campari in the USA. Do you know what that is? No. Campari? Is that how you spell that? Hey Google, what is Campari?
According to Wikipedia, Campari is an alcoholic liquor, considered an aperitif, obtained from the infusion of herbs and fruit and alcohol in water.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. BAP! Nath creep. I should give it a try, it's really tasty. Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna call out everything that happens to me whenever he kills me. That was totally a legit shot. But it, you know, doesn't help. Alright, I guess we can call it strike 3. Oh, he doesn't seem to be doing much else. I thought I stabbed the soldier on accident at first. Ooh, a super dispenser. I like. Yeah, that blue medic was. He was healing a spy. Not recommended. I mean, luckily, he's the only person on their team doing anything. Maybe one day they'll get out of spawn. What do you think of dubstep now that it isn't the meme genre it used to be? I mean, I think it'll always be the meme genre. But I don't know. It's kind of it's kind of gone the way of chill step, hasn't it? It's like literally not really a thing anymore. I don't know. That's how I feel. Like, I don't really know anybody who like seriously listens to dubstep, you know? What do I think of Laserhawk? They're actually one of my favorite dubstep. One of my favorite synthwave bands. Am I gonna do a loadout video? Nah, I know people like them, but honestly, not a whole lot has changed about my loadouts since 2014. And I do feel like it would just be me making the same video for the third time, which feels pointless to me. So. If only blue team could get out. I mean, if you lose and you have cheats, isn't that like, shouldn't you like get a refund? I feel like you gotta get a refund at that point, right? Email them and be like, hey, this thing didn't work. You ever heard of slow magic, Dane? Slow magic. They ring a bell. Oh, do you think that, Bilbo? Do you think that? You tell him. Yeah, I'm having fun on Spy. I'll probably just stay on Spy. Hey, don't insult the classic. It's classic. Do you think they should add new medieval maps to add more variety? I don't know. I don't think enough people even really care about or play the medieval maps, you know? Trash Majesty. But I mean, you can use that whole experience to, you know, judge for yourself in other situations. No! Because from the very beginning, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I have a... You play the game long enough and you start to really start to understand like what is and isn't possible in this game. A lot of people like they'll see somebody get a good shot or something and they'll be like, he's probably just really good. But like, I don't know. I feel like you play the game long enough, you start to really get a good idea of like what, like I said, what isn't possible. You know? Excuse me. That. Ooh. Okay, I guess he needs health.
seen quite a few medieval maps on the workshop, and they're actually well designed. I mean, I guess they could add them. There's no harm in adding a new map. I'm just saying, like, don't really need any, you know? You don't need any new medieval maps. They're one is enough to like give the people who play that game mode, you know, enough to play on. I don't know. There isn't a whole lot of people who play it, so. Yeah, whenever you inspect, whenever you do inspections on anything over 54 FOV or weapon FOV, it gets a little wanky. Actually, whenever you inspect, and this is even on regular FOV, whenever you inspect a knife with the dead ringer out, it like clips through your other hand, you know. So I got a little bit to go to fix that stuff. Unfortunately. TNT BAP Taco 243 with the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks, man. Check my BAPs. Pyromancer with some hats. Thanks, Pyromancer. Leaves, give me some hats as well. Give me some cop hats. It says here, have these and listen to some Billy Talent. I'll listen to some Billy Talent later. Nath Creep says, have some refs. Says, thank you for making me a better pyro. Thanks, man. For the refs. Or better pie bro. No idea with some items as well. Uncle Dan, please say frick funk on stream. It's for a meme, and I'm very sure good century man like yourself is dank enough to see a good old meme on stream. Well, there you go. Anything that casual rank based MGE should be a thing? I don't think so. I've never seen anybody sit in there. That's crazy.
The top is moving, gentlemen.
Oh no! The cheater is chasing me. Come on, toggle it. Oh, alright. Oh shit. I need this. Let's go, let's go. Oh yeah, oh. Shoot. Quick. Check for a refund, bruh. Oh no. I gotta check for my refund on my own hacks here. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna steal that non the ninja. Oh, this guy's got healies. Whoa! What? That's the second time it's happened today. I'll let this NG do this. What a beautiful thing. These pyros that aren't spies are messing with me, man. Where's their team? All I've ever seen this so far is this cheating spy. And that guy, apparently. Oh, hell yeah, get away. I like to say fuck. Are you going to a diner stabs? Yeah, get me, hey, what do you recommend? Give me that. It's my favorite go-to diner thing to get. You just say to the waiter or the waitress, what do you recommend? Nuggetism 69? I don't know. All I know is that 69 is a funny number. So thanks for the sub, man. Thanks for the Twitch Prime. What you want? What do you recommend? I'm sure that waitresses and waiters all across America love it when people do that. So do it as much as possible. If you're lucky, you'll get a real smart-ass one late at night that'll go like, I recommend not eating here. Or whenever they say, here's a good one to use on your waiter or waitress. When they say, do you want a super salad? You say, oh, I would love a super salad. How big is it? They'll love that. They definitely won't spit in your food. My least favorite class, gameplay or character-wise. Probably my least favorite to play is Pyro, but I think that's kind of starting to change. I like Pyro. Especially since the new flames, the new panic attack is really good on Pyro and a lot of fun. I don't know. Maybe it'll be something else, but I always kind of just default say Pyro just because the play style has never really appealed to me, but I don't know. I've been having fun with this. You know, good old, like, you know, pop people up in the air and then shoot them with a shotgun. Oh yeah, 3 hours of Powerhouse coming up. I like Powerhouse. A lot of the games I've had on Powerhouse haven't actually been that long. They've been a pretty normal amount. I think it has probably something to do with the Glico rating system. Actually, that would probably make the stalemates even more problematic. I don't know. Maybe I've just been getting lucky. I have no idea. Yeah, it's a good NG map. I think it favors a lot of classes. My team is just cleaning up though. Anyone? I think we're just killing them all. Hello? Hey, don't build that. Don't breed this. Uncle Dan Funk said, fuck you. Well, fuck you, Funk! Or Funky, if that is your real name. Don't clip this. Don't clip this. This is just between you and me. Well, some nice shots on that NG. Alright. I'll admit it. The longest match of your life? I mean, I can't even really think about what would constitute the longest match of my life, but I've had pretty long matches, like a couple hours. I want to say Powerhouse is probably one of them. Ow. You know what's kind of fucked up about Funk? I asked him if he would try out for the Highlander team that I'm playing on this season, and he respectfully declined. What's up with that? Why would you very politely and respectfully and understandably decline? Fucker. Oh yeah? Alright, I'm out. I'm not dealing with this again. Why is Powerhouse such a stalemate-y map? I think it's because not a whole lot of people know how to push the last point. That's honestly why I think that it is. It also doesn't help that the last point doesn't cap very fast, and the point is too close for that to be kind of a thing, I think. Pardon me, I think the last point needs to cap faster. I made Funk sad, so I won. I'm just kidding. That's true, Get a Well. You can post it on stream fails, or what is it, live stream fails, and get a you know, get a slice of that karma. Leave a comment saying that you were on my side all along. You know, I used to actually really enjoy live stream fails as a subreddit, but then it just started becoming like the IRL section drama center, and I don't like it much anymore. Bap! Yeah. From Onimai? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but thanks. Gave me a lot of items there. Thank you, man. Oh, nice shot. Do I hate Overwatch? I don't hate any game. hate is reserved for things that I hate, you know what I mean? But I don't enjoy playing Overwatch, if that is what you mean. Which is probably what you mean. Uncle Dan Funk said, fuck you. Well, fuck you, Funk! Or Funky, if that is your real name. Don't clip.
Why would you say that?
Uncle Dan Funk said, fuck you. I saw you smile at the end. I like how you left, whoever clipped that, I like how you left in half of the sentence, don't clip this. I don't know if that was intentional, but I thought it was funny. Oh, you know what? I'm not a real Pyro main. I don't know that I should be air blasting there. It was intentional? Alright. Good comedy choice. What do I think of a sequel to the Sniper versus Spy update? I don't know if we need a sequel to any versus update, because there are still a lot of classes that haven't versed each other, you know? For instance, Engineer versus Spy. Let's do that. Well, I guess Spy already was a part of that one. Let's do Soldier versus Medic. Let's do like a versus update where they're not comparable. Like that's obviously not a great thing to verse. Like I don't know. Like NG versus Heavy. Like what's the point of that? I'm doing nothing, man. Let's just go back to Spay. I don't know, we actually just capped. Oh, we have 3 Pyros, so I'll just play Sniper since we don't have one. How about that? I'll play this kind of Sniper. Oh. I enjoy being sniped by cheating players who need to get refunds. Dispenser versus cart. Exactly. This guy shows up and charge shots. I like it. Scout versus anyone. Scout versus NG would be a really fun, like. Grunkle Steve, I'm sure there are commands that can help you with that. Or look down below the stream, I guess. A moderator can help you, I'm sure. God, I can't even play sniper either. They've got good snipers on their teams. I'll play Scoot. When do we get Meet the Sentry? I mean, the Meet the Engineer video is basically Meet the Sentry. He built like 40 of them. I just met the sentry just now. Alright. I actually don't want to play upward anymore. Anyway. Uncle Dane, what's your opinion on Skyrim and Fallout 4? Those are a couple of my favorite video games, so I have high opinions of them, I guess. I like them. Feelings on Nucleus. You know, not a fan of Nucleus. Stoned opinions, yeah. That's how I feel when I say anything. People probably think that I'm on some sort of weed. Nope, I'm just default dumb. Ever heard of that exploit where if the short circuit NG fires a projectile on an enemy point blank, he could launch himself sky high? There are a lot of misconceptions around that, mostly being that it doesn't send you sky high. That's something that only really happens when you do it on TR Walkway. It does send you a pretty decent distance in the air, though. Dane thinks Oblivion is a noob game, so I gotta kill him. No, my opinion on Oblivion is that it's probably the weakest of the 3 that I've played, but mostly just because I never owned the game. That's the only one that I never really owned. I only ever played that game at my friend's house, and I played it a lot at his house, but it wasn't, I don't know, it just wasn't like, it wasn't as captivating as Morrowind or as like crazy like game changing as Skyrim, you know what I mean? Like Morrowind is the game you play for the story, Skyrim is the game you play for the mechanics and like the open-endedness that they kind of fine-tuned in that game. But like I don't really know what Oblivion really means to me, you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't have a personal connection. I'm sure that people love Oblivion, and it is a very technically impressive game for its time, but I just don't, it, like I had a lot of, oh yeah, I can't use this weapon here. For some reason this thing doesn't work in the last point of Badwater anywhere. I don't really know why. Oh, we lost. Oh no. Alright, well, I'm gonna actually retry. And Squirrely wants to play. Yeah, well, Smitty, you disagree with everything I say, so what are we gonna do? Bellorn asks, suggestion for video idea, where he says, Uncle Dane goes nuclear. You play Fallout 4 and you recreate the engineer with a big jaw and construction hat and overalls. Well, I did like a meme video when Fallout 4 first came out where I put on like the construction hat and like I used a wrench and I was like hitting a sentry gun because they have sentries in that game too. They were, or I guess they're called auto turrets or whatever. Bap! No idea. Bap! Thanks for the items, man. I got you into this mess, so I'll help you get out of it. Take these and betray Funk. Use Funk and fuck up his face. Look, I like Funk, okay? Let's make that clear. What we were just doing, it's friendly banter. I would never disrespect Funk. Unless I was joking. Steve the Machete says, your mom is so nice. She did your laundry for all your life before you moved out. Here's some items for Grunkle. Actually, in the last like 2 years that, well, I guess, okay, so after I turned 16, I feel like I started to do my own laundry because my mom went to work. She was like a working mother, so she didn't really have time to do that. I tried mid-air. There's even an engineer class. No. I've never tried or heard of midair. Did I look up at TF2 maps? There's a Connect 5 contest, which I participated, but there were many maps that looked really awesome, especially arena maps. I don't really know much about like the going-ons at TF2 maps. I don't really visit that website very much, to be honest, because I don't make maps, but I know that they have a lot of really good resources for people who are interested in that, so I support them. TF Crew, which is, you know, the organization that I founded, is partnered with TF2 Maps, so I like that website, and I know that Grizzlyberry, who is into map making and is starting to get back into videos again, according to him. We'll see though. I know that he's trying to organize a map contest through TF2 Maps, so I might want to look into that. Oh, Squirrely picks the maps and we get upward, even though I just deselected. Oh, well, it's fine. Ow. Get me out of here. He's gonna burn. It's pretty funny in first year in uni seeing the people who had never done their own laundry before. Yeah, and it's kind of strange to me that, like, I mean, every household is different, but I do feel like once you're old enough to do your own laundry, I feel like you should. Just because, like, it's pretty easy. I don't know. It's easy for me. Alright. I need health. But I will also make sure and say that if you don't do your own laundry and you are over the age of 16, that's also fine. Some people, just like moms, prefer to do laundry, you know? And they offer to. I think that's something that you can apply to pretty much anything that, like, I don't know. There are people who are just like, oh, the woman shouldn't have to, like, do this, or like, oh, the man shouldn't have to, or like, or this guy shouldn't have to, like, usually it's just established within that family or that circle of relationships or whatever, that that's the role that they choose. Like, most people, if they don't want to do something, they will not do it. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's being forced to do anything. So if, like, your mom wants you to do your own laundry, she's gonna tell you to do your own laundry. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure, and I don't even think that this happened, but I'm pretty sure that if I didn't do my own laundry, then my laundry would just never get done, and then I'd be punished for it by having smelly clothes all the time. And she knew that, so it was, you know. Give me this. Oh, sorry. You probably needed that more than me. BAP!
Agrees.
Not very good at this. Frontier Revenge. To slap friends and fellow YouTubers, thanks for the streams. You give me a high five. Thanks for the high five, dude. Will I play Smash 5 on the Switch when it comes out? I don't own a Switch, but, you know, I've said to myself and publicly that if they announce a game for the Switch that is basically, or I guess they've already said that they're going to announce for the Switch a main series Pokemon RPG for the Switch, because I heard that they were going to be moving away from the Nintendo 3DS. But as soon as they announced that, like literally the day that they announced that, I'm going to the store and I'm going to buy a Switch, because I would love to play that. Oh, I thought I was going to crater there, but I guess I landed on the edge of the stairs. But Super Smash Brothers has never been like a flagship game for me, like one of those games that I buy the console for. Pokemon definitely is, though. How did you get this? The only way that that pack was missing is because he got it, but he died in like 2 seconds. So. But I'm excited for Smash season because I genuinely do enjoy people like reacting to new Smash characters. Like when they were announcing Smash 4 characters, like that was so fun to watch. Like the community freak out. Like when like Villager was announced, when it got like the announcement trailer, and then like Natasha. The announcement trailer showing Villager was crazy hype, and especially since at the time I was playing a lot of Animal Crossing, so I was like, oh, that's awesome that they're putting Villager in. And then like the whole Mewtwo thing, and then Greninja came out instead of Mewtwo, and everybody's like, what? I thought Mewtwo was gonna be the Pokemon, and then they announced that they were gonna be putting Mewtwo in later, and then everybody's freaking out about that, and Etika saying, my dick. Everyone remembers Etika saying, my dick. That's a classic meme, you know? Oh, I think I almost, here, I'm gonna hit you. Minecraft Steve for Smash. That would actually be pretty funny. Everybody always like throws out like what their dream character would be for like a Smash Brothers character or whatever. But I am genuinely curious like what they can still add. I feel like there's not a whole lot left to add. It's kind of difficult. Like, they're pretty much just left to really obscure characters, but I mean, like, obviously they're gonna be adding the fucking Splatoon Splatter Girl or whatever, the Squid Girl. I can't think of really anybody else that's like obvious, you know. So it's gonna be exciting. Because I think that a lot of them will be surprises. Well, I think it could be mostly surprises, but also a pretty even amount of obscure characters. Unpronounceable name, thank you. You know they were reaching with Rob. I know, like, it's a pretty obscure character. So they were already kind of willing to go the distance there, you know? And honestly with Bayonetta too, because honestly I've never even heard of Bayonetta before they added her to Smash. And I think a lot of people probably are in the same boat. Thanks, NG. Thanks, Medic. Don't latch onto the scout. Thanks, Medic. Wait, how is it that long? What's up, Bunny Buddy? What's up, dude? They should do a female Pokemon trainer. They already kind of removed Pokemon trainer, which I think is for the best. Like, you might as well just do individual Pokemon. Wouldn't that be crazy if they added a TF2 character to Smash? I mean, it is possible. Anything is possible with the addition of, like, Mega Man and stuff, you know? Or, like... I don't know, there were some characters like Snake, you know, where I was just like, oh man, you could do anything. Like, what if they added the fucking Dragonborn, you know? Because, like, technically it's on. Oh my god, I can't even... Why is it that everybody in TF2 has a bad microphone? Oh, this is a bad place to be. Yeah, TF2 style could definitely fit in Smash. I think that the most obvious choice for like a Smash TF2 character would be the Heavy. The Heavy or the Engineer. Like, I feel like the Heavy and the Engineer kind of like are the defining classes that everybody knows that that's the guy from TF2. Because of the memes, you know. Because Heavy is Pootis, and he's on the box art. And, you know, NG has all the memes. God, I'm just awful with this class. That's why I hate it. I only hate classes that I'm bad at. Oh, we have a minute left anyway. Mazito 2, thanks for the medal, dude. Appreciate it, man. The skin looks great on the Power Jack. I think the skin looks great on pretty much any weapon. It's just such a clean skin, you know? What's this? Kill the teleporter? But, you know, if they added NG to Smash, I think maybe that would be a good reason to go and get a Switch. Before they add Pokemon, of course. Like, I already know for sure that I'm buying a Switch when they announce Pokemon. But I think I'm gonna add to my ultimatum only getting a Switch if they add Engineer to Smash. How about that? Or any TF2 character, how about that? Oh my god, we still have to do the offense. Really not doing it. Hey, well, thanks for the key, man. Had an odd number of keys. So you're like, you have like OCD or something. Anyway, he says have fun with it. Maybe unbox with it or something. I don't really have any like crates. I just have cases. I actually have a lot of cases. So check this out. You know, I've got all these. I got these off of my alt. Because I made my alt a long time ago, and I guess I made it during the time where you could find these crates because it had a lot of them. Cop Q with the Twitch Prime. Thanks, fam. Thanks, fam. It's lit that you subbed. I'm finna excited. There's a lot of these, you know, and then of course I've got a lot of these. But I don't really have a whole lot of keys to open them, so I just don't. I don't feel like buying them. Omega says erect. Thanks for the medal. Appreciate it, man. I think this is the only one that I have, but I don't have an end of the line crate. For some reason, I have that key. I think somebody donated it to me. Ow. Oh, we're going out. You know, if Squirrely's gonna pocket me, then I should play a good class. What are some tips to start a gaming channel? I always say just do what you know. Because people really, really like watching videos about, like, they like watching videos from people that are good at what they do. Well, hold on, I want to get a taunt kill. I don't think I can. Oh, I don't have enough ammunition. Hold on. I'll go. I wanna go Lily or whatever. Things are moving so fast. I can't even. I don't have time. You know. It was Ungolichi with the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks, Ungolichi. Appreciate it, man. What recording software do I use? I use Shadowplay. In the past, I've used Fraps and I've used DxStory, but Shadowplay is the most convenient by far. It does have its fair share of problems. The developers seem to be pretty stupid, but honestly, it's worth it. Kind of like TF2, you know? I'm just kidding. Why? Call me Dut. 31 months in a row. Did someone say erect? Thanks. Call me Dut. Nobody said erect. I don't know where you got that from. I think that you want. I think you hear what you want to hear. Honestly. What's wrong with Shadowplay? I don't know. It has a lot of weird bugs that get ignored constantly, and it's frustrating. What is it? Lucid Awesome? Lucid Awesome with the Twitch Prime sub. Critical mass. I'm gonna assume this is Crit Scree, just based on the name. Oh. I've cursed the server. It's time to be a vagabond. If you'd like to join, I'm on Badwater No Crit LA. Spree. I wish that she would stop telling you about contracts whenever they're done. No, that wasn't a lag bot. That was specific to me. Do I sign weapons as long as you provide gift wrap? I have to kind of put it behind a paywall, so if you like, if you give me $5 either through a Twitch sub or through a Patreon, then I will sign it then, provided you give the gift wrap or provide the gift wrap. I think on Patreon, if you are if you're like a first month Patreon guy, then I'll provide the gift wrap for you as a way of saying thanks for considering staying. So, but I have to do that. If that's something you're interested in, I'm sure there's probably a command or something that'll like show you how to do it. I use the dark theme for Twitch. Scottish Ball. I like it. I like dark themes on pretty much everything. Cause I'm dark. Like my soul. Got a custom theme, wow. What makes a sentry spot good? Is it always the health and ammo packs and cover, or is there more to it? I have a video called What Makes a Sentry Spot Good. You should check that out. But maybe a too long didn't watch is, you know... Come on, let me trick stab you. Bot? Oh, he's not a bot? Okay. He had no hats and he was kind of moving odd. A lot of Skyle bots move weird. But a too long didn't watch version of that, I guess, is somewhere that watches the point or the objective. But honestly, that video like goes over a lot of like kind of ways you can position yourself. We don't have to spawn camp. Come on, get in here, stream. This is an open server, this isn't a pub. This is Badwater, no crit LA. Oh, I was very close to stabbing that boy. Yeah, there's two. Yeah, there's two videos. Sentry spots one, or it's like best sentry spots 2016 or something. Ironically clickbaity. And then, but I mean, the too long didn't read of that second video is basically like there is no such thing as like a sentry spot. Like you just kind of put it where it's gonna do well in that moment. And I think learning how to do that is more important than learning sentry spots, you know? What are my thoughts on Australia? I've never been, but I would like to visit. It's kind of expensive is the only problem. It's like also like a 13 or 14 hour flight for me. So I don't really like planes that much. I mean, like I'll do it, but not my favorite thing. I don't think anyone really likes planes though. That was a nice shot. Why'd I pick my name? There's a sketch that I did with my friend Austin for Whatever We Want called Uncle Dane's Famous Hot Cocoa, and like the name Uncle Dane is just kind of like a funny name to me, which is why I picked it for that sketch. The sketch is actually completely unrelated to TF2 or anything that really Uncle Dane even is about. The channel, I mean. So I pretty much just borrowed the name. Okay. But, I mean, I think Uncle Dane is a funny name just because uncles are funny. I don't know. Like, the uncle in every family, for the most part, is just kind of that weird guy that shows up every once in a while and says some weird, shitty joke. And I feel like that's kind of what I do. Or at least what I want to be like, if that makes sense. Just the guy that shows up and teaches you about engineer, you know? Oh. I can't tell if that's the server or not. Or if it's me. Is it me or the server? Server, okay. I was worried that my internet went down or something. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought, oh.
I'm gonna lag the shit out of your server, Dane.
Oh. I didn't know that lag bots affected these servers. That's crazy. Well, I guess we'll go back to casual. Oh, I can't start this actually. Hold on 1 second. Well, get a well. Some people don't have anything else. What's my favorite hat? I don't know. Team Nova Gaming with the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks, man. Thanks for giving me your Prime. I know that you can only give it to one guy. I'm glad to be that one guy. What kind of music is this? This is, I mean, it's on a playlist called Retrowave/Outrun, but I usually just kind of call it all synthwave. It's probably the best way to put it. Joey Bigweed. Thanks, Joey Bigweed. Sorry, I'm telling Squirrely what I'm doing, so he's not lost. Cause I'm not in a Discord with him right now. What was I gonna do? That's what I've heard too, Get Well. Alright. How did I meet Pazer? We played on a Highlander team together in Steel, like in 2014. And we've been on a lot of Highlander teams since then, but I mean, overall, I think that he's just kind of been, I don't know, he's been a good guy, been a good friend the whole time. Can I show off all my class's weapons? Sure, well, I got some downtime here. This is my scout. Lately I've been having fun with the bleed scout, even though it's not really that effective, but it's still kind of fun, little mini game, throwing stuff at people. Oh yeah, critical flaw is also in that category. You know, Pazer, critical flaw, Smitty. I don't really talk to Germ that much anymore. They're all kind of a part of the OG crowd. Rob doesn't play as much anymore, but he was kind of a part of that as well. I don't know. What's going on, Dane? Mia Z, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Alright, well, we got through the scout. Me and Idub still friends? Yeah, I mean, we don't really talk that much, but I consider him a friend of mine, yeah. God. I need to remember to deselect upward. Why don't I like upward? It's not that I don't like it, I get it a lot. What mechanic from another game do you wish was in TF2? I don't know. I can't really think of anything like that. You should make a stream at the end of the year showing my personal loadouts instead of a video. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing that. I don't think I need to like make an entire stream out of it though. We don't need a mechanic, we have an engineer already. Very true. The only problem that I actually have with Upward is the last point is really easy to defend on, especially when you have like more than one engineer. You don't even really need like a whole lot of them. You just need more than one, I feel like. Why is my webcam zoomed in so much? I actually tried to fix that before I streamed, but I literally couldn't figure it out. There's like a, I think there's an artificial zoom on my webcam that I must have set at some point, and now it's just like that, and I can't figure out how to change it. I don't really think it's that big a deal, but people keep asking about it, so I thought I'd at least try and figure out a way to change it. What's up, Gaming Fox? Why do I like the movie Sucker Punch? Alright, so Zack Snyder has unfortunately, I think, fallen from grace. But Sucker Punch, in my opinion, was his last decent film. And here's why. It's because it's just a lot of fun. I don't know. I knew exactly, I think, here's the thing. My biggest complaint about the movie is that it takes itself a little too seriously near the second half. But I think that, honestly, like, I like stylistic movies. Like, I just get a kick out of them, you know? Like, I know that people think that they're, like, kitsch or whatever, but, like, I honestly, like, if you got a movie with a style, that's cool. Like, you don't really need a whole lot else. And I think Sucker Punch pulls off the stylistic thing very well. In fact, Zack Snyder in general is pretty good at stylistic stuff. And that was a movie that he wrote, and that was like one of the only movies that he ever really wrote and directed. And I think that it, you know, as far as, you know, writer-director Zack Scott, or not Zack Scott, Zack Snyder goes, I don't know. I'm trying to like think of a good reason, but other than just like, I just think that it looks cool. It's not really much else. I think that a lot of people probably like expected it to like really just blow their minds as far as like the story goes, but I never was expecting that, so I was kind of okay with the story being kind of a big piece of shit, you know? I was actually kind of surprised with how intricate it ended up being, and that's my biggest complaint, is that it's too intricate. It doesn't need to be that intricate. Like, you just need an excuse for the girls to go and do cool backflips, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really need to add a story to it. Ow. Ow. You don't need a good reason to like things? I mean, it helps. It helps to have one. I mean, everybody's got a reason why they like things, you know what I mean? I don't think that you need a reason that everyone else is okay with. I think that that's a better way of saying it, in my opinion. trying to get that NG. There you go. Got some bits from Lay Happy Dolphin. Lay Happy Dolphin, thanks for the lay bits, dude. The color grading in his movies is the worst part. Everything blue or orange, everything is flat, but different strokes for different folks. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. The last part of your sentence is true. I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, Watchmen is actually one of my favorite movies of all time. And I know everybody hates that movie, so... I guess I just have a couple weird tastes in films, and like, I don't know. I have a certain amount of respect for what Zack Snyder tries to do, but I think that Hollywood grabbed a hold of him and won't let go, and it's tragic. Tragic. Because the last like few films that he's done are pretty goddamn awful, and I think that it's not really his fault as much as it is just studio meddling, which is usually the case when it comes to blockbusters being bad. It's worse in Man of Steel / BVS Onward. Here's what I heard. I heard that Justice League was like redone to be more stylistically like upbeat and more like poppy and like basically more like a Marvel movie, because the studios saw that Marvel movies were doing really well. So they like took the kind of the dark tone that, you know, Zack Snyder is famous for, and they made it more Marvel-y, you know, which is just gonna make the movie look like shit. Because it wasn't filmed with that intention, you know. Light Sky Star had a good question. What if the Sydney Sleeper was a Girardi Huntsman rather than a Girardi Sniper? I don't know. Then that would be crazy. I don't know. I don't really have a big problem with the way that the current Sydney Sleeper works. I just think that it might just need to be. I don't know. I don't really have a big problem with it. Bap! Medic down, run. Oh shit. Alright, somehow got out of that. No, the HUD's not broken. I promise. It's intended. Yeah, Mr. Jazzles is correct. Oh my god. Just could not get to that pack, I guess. I missed your sub. Oh, sorry. I have it. Sorry, I have it currently covered up by something. Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, you subscribed with Prime. Thanks, man. Thanks for reminding me. Might have subbed during the time when I was scrambling for something.
sensor
what do I think about pro versions of maps? I think they're a good way to demonstrate what a map should probably look like to, like, Valve. And then they should, like, reflect those changes that were made in the actual map. Like, there's no reason for two versions of a map to exist, you know? Like, for instance, like, Product, which is, like, the most famous pro version of a map. Like, why doesn't Valve just take the changes that are in Product, and add it to regular Viaduct, you know? That's what I want. Sour Pea. Thanks for the BAP there, man. You seen Newbine? I haven't. Valve barely touches TF2 anymore. I feel like people live like they live their lives so fast or slow or whatever. Because, like, to them, like, if you don't get an update to a game in a month, then it's taking forever, you know? There's I don't know, there's this weird feeling of, like, people think that, like, their time is limited in this game or something. Like, they think that, like, if TF2 doesn't get updates all the time, then it's just going to not exist anymore or something. Like, this game's always gonna be here. Like, even if you are getting bored by the game, doesn't mean the game's dead, you know? Like, you can just stop playing a game because you're bored with it and then come back to it later whenever it gets an update, you know? There's no problem with that. Everybody experiences the game at certain paces, and they you know, they get bored faster than others or slower than others, and if you just want to take a break from playing TF2, then, like, no one's gonna care. But, like, blaming that on the game itself isn't really valid at this point, because there's just so much to do. Like, you shouldn't need new content every month in order for a game to be fun, I think. BAP! Squash. And Blue Collar. Thanks for the items. Appreciate it, man. Oh, and Sayori said, the worst strange part to ever exist. He gave me a strange part robot destroyed during Halloween. What? How is that I didn't even know that part existed. It's such a really specific part. And then a weird guy I missed earlier, he said, here's a random knife that I have. Thanks for the knife, man. The fact that it's free means that it keeps getting new players. Yeah, it's very true. For every person that, like, stops playing, there's, like, 10 new people. And, like, some of those people might not stick around past, like, the first few servers. They might just check it out once, because it's, like, there's no real reason to, like, be obligated to play it. So, you know, there's a lot of people who just kind of show up, try it out, and, you know, they get killed a few times, and then they leave. Hey, medic. I wish I didn't have the black box right now. CSGO stream when? I don't know. I've tried playing that game, and it's really slow, and I'm not a big fan of, like, games where if you die, you're out for the rest of the round. I don't know. Arena mode doesn't really work in TF2. Oh my god. How long am I gonna stay online? I don't know. Probably just until I get bored, I guess. Have you ever seen competitive Smash Bros? Of course. I followed it for a very short time. Mango started playing competitive TF2 kind of like on his off days. And so like he kind of introduced me to that scene a little bit. And I win. So like a little bit after he started playing competitive TF2, I actually started watching competitive Smash because I was like trying to follow his Smash career, and he plays a lot of tournaments. Bap! But eventually I kind of just fell out of it. I don't know. Sour pea, or I guess it's just soup. Sorry if I said sour pea earlier. And then Haida. Thanks for the items, guys. Favorite bad weapon in TF2? I don't know. I have to like look at them. What do I have equipped? I used to like the panic attack on Engineer. It sucks that it's like not really that good anymore. At least on Engineer. Ooh, I really like this. I use this a lot. I know a lot of people don't like to use this, but it's pretty easy to do 100 damage to somebody with it, especially since now you can damage buildings with it to get to 100. So like you kill one mini, or if you like do a little bit of damage to a dispenser, and you're like good to go, you know? He's like, what do I do? My guy died because he taunted instead of like actually attacking him. I'm sure that medic was very happy about that. Whoa, this guy didn't even dead. Okay. Here, come over here. Am I dead? I'm not dead. Somehow. When will I finally make another YouTube video? I made a video like 2 weeks ago, bruh. I'm working on a video now, though. So don't worry. Am I dead? Great question, I know. I don't know why I answered it. Conchbox? Yeah, I don't know about this loadout. We have medics, so... There's stickies everywhere. I don't like this. Hi, do you have a sandwich? Doesn't Bud HUD have notable users configs in it? It doesn't have their configs. It has the settings that they use for their HUD. And it has mine and Trucks, because I think that we're the only two streamers that use Bud HUD right now. At least the two streamers that have contacted Whisker to put their settings in it. Ow. Okay, well. I love random crits, boys. Just shut down my entire, like, push, basically. Well, they all backed up anyway. Ooh! See, now I love random crits. Haida, again, thank you. Yeah, I shouldn't say that out loud. I shouldn't actually say anything sarcastic. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Am I ever gonna release my config? I'd have to clean it up a lot. Which, you know, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. My config is very specific to me. Like, I have notes in there for me, you know. There's not really a whole lot of room for people to kind of bum off of it. I didn't write it myself. I had a lot of help from Baritone, but it's basically written from the ground up. A lot of stuff is borrowed, of course, but I don't think I'm ever... Funk is a Nerd says, will you ever do another machete mechanic or any meme vids in general? I mean, I'm always gonna do, you know, comedy videos, but I don't really see the point in doing a sequel to a joke that I've already kind of exhausted, you know? Unless they, like, update something about the game that makes that joke funny again, then I don't really see any point in it. Like, I've considered making a new, oh, darn. I want it to be good. I've considered making, like a in review or like whatever that video was called. Oh, what's this? Nobody on last, except for this guy. Take out your secondary. There you go. No, it was very close. I was thinking about doing an in-review video for the Jungle Inferno SFM. Can we get a teleporter? Thanks. Alright, let's go. I'm blowing my horn. Oh, so I was scratching my nose. My nose itch killed our medic. Sorry, man, there was a Pyro, and he existed. Raze hasn't updated in ages. It only started recently updating again, but Dane switched to Butthut already. I mean, yeah, it's been updated a lot lately because Critical Flaw is maintaining it now. But for a little under a year, like, it just didn't get updated. So I kind of had to switch, or else use default HUD. I didn't really want to. Trade.tf, thanks for the items, dude. Yeah. What HUD do you use was like my first meme. Baby's first meme. Which one is more customizable? I'd say that Raise HUD is, or Bud HUD is probably more customizable. What do I look for most in a HUD? Is he really building the exit right there? Why? I think I remember Critical Flaws saying that he's considering doing what Race HUD or what Bud HUD does, which is like have specific settings for people, like available by just changing a folder. Strange gunboats. You know, I think that's always been a pretty good idea. Like a strange gunboat that like measures how far you've jumped or something, you know? I think that would be fun. Just Heavy's just permanently revved up on the point. Yeah, Kritzkrieg would be nice, or any sort of push. Maybe the time limit will encourage people to walk forward. Can't see what level this is. Oh, it's 3. Haida, again, thanks Haida. Don't shoot me. Perhaps strange gunboats count damage absorbed. I mean, that would be a cool strange part too. To put like on a cosmetic, like damage taken. I should remove upward because I get it all the time. Do you think you've made NG too cool to get stacked a lot by these days by newbies? Well, no. I think Engineer's always been played by new players because it's an easy way to get kills if you just kind of build a sentry gun in a dumb spot. Like a lot of new players literally cannot get a single kill, so it's pretty easy to like get your fix for that by just building the sentry gun somewhere and then killing some poor scout who just didn't know it was there, you know. So I think that's a big reason why a lot of new players play it. I don't think that I have a whole lot to do with that. I would hope that the only way that I've influenced TF2 is just made Engineer players better at the game instead of just kind of putting a sentry down and calling it a day, you know? Well, thanks for stopping by, MT Barrel. Dust Bowl. More Dust Bowl. More of this last point, except I'm on the other end of it. Here, I'll play a sniper. Seems like a bad idea on paper. But earlier I was having a lot of fun playing sniper in Man vs. Machine, which isn't really the same. Oh, okay, they're all here. What do I think of Heavy? I like it. I like playing it. I don't think that Heavy's a whole lot. I don't think it's really that boring, but then again, I think that it can be boring when you're playing against players who are really good. Because at that point, like, you're pretty lucky if you even get one kill. Because Heavy's pretty easy to focus fire. See? He stood still and died. And that can be kind of boring because there's not a whole lot you can do against that. Hey, move your head. Do we have medics? We have one. I need heals. Should they nerf sniper? Or at least nerf quickscoping? I don't know if they should, but I would like it. I honestly don't know what that would do for the balance of the game, but I would like it if sniper was not able to do that. It just feels kind of cheap. And I know that it might take a bit of skill, but like I think that being able to do that much damage at close range kind of defeats the point of sniper, in my opinion. It's my favorite Neil Cicierega song? That's a hard one. Hard choice. Uh-oh. Ah! There's a lot that I like. It's hard to choose. A weaker sniper is better for everyone. I mean, yeah. I think that, honestly, like, at a certain distance, like, sniper should be literally, like, helpless. But since you can, like, pretty much just be like, oh, you're dead, to half the classes, I feel like it's not, it kind of defeats the purpose. But I don't know. Can't even hit the guy standing still. Oh, this guy's an enemy. For some reason I thought he was on our team, even though he was shooting at me. Wow. Uh-oh. See, watch this. Oh, wow! Like, can sniper... Can we not have that happen? Like, it's just... Like, burst damage at that range, maybe it makes sense. Because it's like, he's the sniper class. He's a long-range boy. But at close range, it just feels... lame. Oh my god, I cannot hit this guy. Don't pop... Okay. The problem their team seems to be having is that their medics don't know what a right click is. Or at least they right click like all the way back there. Well, it's our medic. How is that happening? I think we like Ubered a heavy. All I see are is the minigun. Yeah. The JoJo heavy. Got the best of them just now. Oh my god, that guy got owned. Holy moly. It just all happened so fast. We're just shoving heavies into their butts. To their brains and their butts. And I'm just along for the ride. Trying to get a measly kill. This guy's trying to do his contract. Oh no, I don't like that. do you think about soft counters in TF2? Pretty much every class is close to equal except for Pyro versus Spy and Demo versus Scout compared to other games. I think soft counters are important for the balance of TF2. Dude, you're visible to me. Oh no. Fuck having hard counters in games. I think that hard counters are okay as long as there's a soft counter loadout. Or at least there's like a loadout you can go to kind of negate the hard counter. Like for instance, a lot of people would say that Pyro is like the Spy's hard counter, but Spy can go the Spicicle or the Dead Ringer to kind of like lessen that hard counterness of it. Or like people would say like Demo Man or Soldier hard counters Engie, but then he can go like Wrangler or Short Circuit to kind of lessen that. And I think that kind of makes it a little bit fair. Like, you have to play in a certain way to make your hard counter a little bit less effective if you're having problems dealing with them, you know? Or Sniper, you know, Sniper's hard counter is the Spy, and then he's got the Razorback. You know, like, I think that helps. If the game didn't have that, then it would be a lot less fun. Which is, I think, a big reason why they even added unlockable weapons into the game, you know? You were thinking more in terms of Overwatch? Oh. Well, I think you might be a little confused because the game I'm playing right now is TF2. What about Sniper needs a nerf? I was just saying that maybe the quickscope thing. Because it seems kind of ridiculous that he can do 150 damage in like less than a second at any range. Like, he's supposed to be the long range class, you know? Oh, he was overhealed or something. I don't really know what you would do to fix that, but I do think that it's an issue. Like, I'm better at coming up with what is wrong before I'm good at coming up with what needs to be done. You know? Like, I'm not a game designer. I have no idea what would be a good idea. So do a reverse damage fall off for Sniper? I mean, yeah, that would be the obvious choice, but I don't really know if that would be balanced. Boneless Bacon with the 16th in a row says, "Hello Dane, I'm here to give you more money." Thanks for the money. Appreciate it, dude. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh man, totally called it. Changes quickscope headshot to 140. I would even go and say like change it to like 120, so they literally cannot kill anybody unless they have like an item that edits their health if they quickscope them. But honestly, I don't really know what that would do to change like Sniper v Sniper culture. So I know that that's a thing. But like, I'm not obviously I'm not a very competitive or good sniper. Mew Mexico. It doesn't help that I got new glasses that make me look older. I'm also rocking a mustache. That's probably a big reason. Game is running so smooth, usually I get like 15 FPS. Yeah, you gotta get a better computer, I guess. This game is, you know, it's old, but it runs like a new game. So, you gotta kind of expect that when you're playing it, unfortunately. Die! How are you not dead? How old am I? I'm 27. I was born in 1990, so usually I take the year, and then I take the 20 off of it. No. I take the year, I take the 20 off of it, and then I add 10. That's how I figure out my age. This is bad. I am bad. What is this guy doing? Like those last two shots that I got should not be possible. That's what I'm saying. Mew Mexico, the Twitch Prime. Thanks, Mew Mexico. Tricked you though, because you just subbed to a pedo. Now you're going to jail. Oh, we won. Your voice doesn't fit your face? Yeah. I don't know. Funny how that works out, I guess. Really going, you're going ham, still streaming? Really collecting that stream dollar? How long have I been streaming? I feel like I haven't been streaming that long. I've been streaming less than 3 hours, I think. I wasn't expecting the measures that I took to protect against stream sniping to actually like work for this long, so I was literally just gonna wait until like I was starting to get DDoS again and then just leave. But it hasn't happened yet, so I can't believe I'm gonna be able to end the stream on my own accord, which I think I will actually after this game. Crispy Cola _0 with the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. Welcome. Getting a lot of subs. I think I've got like 25 subs just this stream. It's awesome. Oh, not going that way. Oh, still not going that way. Ice Buzz 1. Ice Buzz with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate it, man. Get that bubble off. Hey, Captain Sentry, what's going on, man? Giant Sloth, that sucks. I haven't seen a whole lot of griefers in competitive besides just straight up cheaters, but I haven't really found anybody who's just kind of straight up refuses to play. That's interesting. Wait, where did that Pyro go? Benjamin Jam with the tier 1 sub. Thanks, man. Is TF Crew playing Invite this season? I was going to sponsor an open team, and it's still up in the air about the Invite team, but I'm definitely going to be sponsoring an open team. The Invite team is up in the air just because I still haven't found, or I haven't really talked to a whole lot of people. I talked to I think the only person I've actually officially talked to is Evil Mr. Muffins. And he said that 8K wasn't going to be staying together, or at least they didn't know. I guess I should ask him again since registration ends soon. Gotta find out what those boys and girls are doing. Because I think that they're good players. I think that they would be good. But I don't know. I think Sai is playing on Patty's team. I tried to add Patty. He hasn't added me back. So we'll see. I mean, my deadline for sponsoring doesn't end at registration. It's just kind of like I would rather get it set up before then so that I don't have to like individually pay people back. But the open team is definitely happening, so we'll have something going. King Pogan, what's going on, man? Who's on the open team? It's Josh. Josh said that he was gonna make an open team, and he asked me if I would sponsor it, and I said I would. So whatever team he makes, it might have Inky the Blot and the Great Paul on it. I'm not really sure though. But I guess I should talk to Josh about that too. Josh is my friend. Edgar. I'm glad to be streaming again, Constipated Ronald Reagan. TF2's been having a lot of problems with, you know, hackers and griefers and trolls and shit, but I mean, it's still here, you know, might as well do it. But I think that I'll probably want to stream a lot more when all that gets figured out. Oh, I'm being auto-balanced. Muffins is on Patty's team. Velocity and 8K merged. Well then heck. Is Velocity still sponsoring them? Should probably prevent this guy from backcapping. Or just fail miserably. XD. Do I miss doing sketches? Yeah, and me and Austin actually kind of talked about it. And we wrote like 20 sketches, and then we kind of cut half of them, and we're gonna be filming them at the end of this month. So I will miss them no longer. Oh no. I'm the only one here. Wait. Oh, I have like 4 people on my team. I'll do one more. Because that was not a great game. And I'll remove Dust Bowl from the thing. But I'll do one more before I get off tonight, alright? Literally. That was a masturbation joke. Bit of a random question, but do you prefer stock or original? I prefer the original. I feel like I can rocket jump better with it, and it makes more sense to my brain, I think. Like shooting directly down the crosshair instead of to the side. So I also like the view model, not because it looks like a penis, but because it's just I like it being centered. Like it's just more aesthetically pleasing to me. Also, it looks like a penis, and I'm gay for penises. The sound is better, I think. I don't know, I like the sound. Look a bit like Ken Bone. Yeah, I could see that. The mustache makes me look like a different person, which is kind of why I have it. Because going back to the whole sketches thing, we're gonna be filming sketches at the end of this month, and I was like, oh, this could be like a character, so I'll just like keep it for that. Alright, I'll play NG to round off the night. We were supposed to have a, we were supposed to have a scrim tonight with my Highlander team, but we canceled it for the Essentials Cup thing. Do you think I'm gonna stream again soon? I don't know. I stream at pretty much random times, so it's not really something I can guarantee. Beef's that. What division am I playing? I'm playing Plat. Low Plat. But most of the people on my team seem to be Plat level. So far. We're still doing like tryouts, so. What? There's divisions now? Yeah, there's always been divisions in UGC. Would I collab with Banning for a YouTube video? Sure. I only really collab with people if I can think of a good idea for it, so if I ever think of a good idea for me and Banny to do... Oh, he got that back really fast. Then I'll definitely approach him about it. Teleporter is kind of oddly directioned. Actually, I can probably move it up. Actually, I don't want to put it here. Put it back here. Actually, we're kind of pushing the cart. Time to go. Time to move. Oh, they're all on here. Am I going to make TF2 parody songs, like more of them? I have one of them already written. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And then I have another one that I have like the chorus of it written. Like, I'm always thinking of these ideas, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing like a whole other album again. I might just release quote-unquote singles. I'm not really a music artist though, so I don't know. Where did I learn to write music? I'm not a musician, man. I don't know how to play any instrument. I'm a phony. I wish that I was musically inclined, to be honest, because I love music. I would love to make music, but it's difficult. No, I know I know I make music, but what I'm talking about is like I take like karaoke versions of songs and then I fucking do them. Like, it's not the same thing. Someone get that motherfucker. Album recommendations? Depends on what genre of music.
I'm moving this. That there wasn't getting any lighter.
Do we feel Pyro is in a good spot? I think Pyro is in a good spot, to be honest. I think that they should definitely do what they said that they were going to do and implement the damage ramp-up thing, because apparently that's not working correctly right now. But other than that, I mean, I've no joke, like, I think Pyro is the best it's ever been, like, as far as, like, balance goes right now. I think the main thing that I would like changed, besides, you know, fixing that bug, is making it so that the flames are translucent. And that's pretty much it. Do you like heavy rock / metal? Yeah, I guess so. Most of the heavy rock that I like is older, like 90s, 80s. But I like System of a Down a lot. That's like the main heavy metal band that I like. Although I don't really know if it's considered heavy metal. It's kind of one of those alternative metal bands, you know. But I really like that band a lot. Like, I actually started re-listening to all of their albums, like, last week. It's been a long time since I've listened to them. This last point is going to be difficult. I can already tell. Mostly because of that gun. Oh, wow. Onimai with the metal. Thanks for all the metal, man, and the raccoon there at the end. Fried rice with eggs is really good. I've had to stop eating rice, unfortunately. I'm trying to lose weight, so I have to, like, eat specific things. And rice is one of those things that I, like, of all the things that I can't eat, I'm the most bummed that I can't eat rice. Because honestly, I eat rice all the time. And, yeah, it's unfortunate. Because rice is, it's like the perfect food, man. It's cheap. It goes with pretty much anything. And you can eat a lot of it. Well, I mean, you don't have to eat a lot of it, but it fills you up, basically. Which is the goal of food, is to, you know, give you sustenance. I think I've done all I can do. I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do. Except to wait for them to push and then kind of come in afterwards. I can't check the guy's Uber charge. Bummer. You had rice with steak tonight? I had just steak by itself. I just ate 2 steaks. And it was great. I didn't really need anything else with it. Oh, that's not true. I had some water with it. Well, I appreciate that iDeck Palace, but it's honestly not even like because of anyone else. I just you know, obviously whenever you're fat, you feel worse. So it's a conceited effort to feel better. Has anyone sent you any dank pictures of SpongeBob smoking weed? Actually, earlier today someone sent me one. Here, let me see if I can find it. It's something something. It's something something. It's something people send me now. Oh, here it is. I hope this guy doesn't mind that I'm showing him a private message. But it's literally the only thing that he sent me, so I think it's fine. Let's see this one. I'll review this one on stream. This is a literal bong bob. Stoned Bob hemp pants. He's got a speech bubble that says, "Why do you think they call it seaweed?" And then, what does it say? 420 Street below, 420 feet below sea level. That's clever. But anyway, this is SpongeBob as an actual bong. He's just a literal bong, and he's holding a weed leaf. And this fish down here seems to be stoned as well, which is interesting. So that's cool. Wow, I'm still alive.
Go, guys, go. Please push. This time you guys dead. Please push.
Dispenser went down up here. Oh. I cannot for the life of me find that one last metal. Always at 199 or 99. There we go. Opinion on a current competitive mode? I've got a love-hate relationship with it, man. Like, I honestly love playing it, but, like, there's still so much to do that, like, no one plays it, and that's why I don't like it, because no one plays it. It's like, I can't even really blame anybody for not playing it, because there's, I mean, there's not really a whole lot of, like, there's nobody, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point. Like, nobody plays it because nobody plays it. You know what I mean? Like, most people who, like, tell me that they don't play it, their reasoning is, I don't play it because I never find a game, and you never find a game because no one plays it. So it just sucks that there's no real reason to play it, I think, outside of just liking the game mode. And I think that the game mode isn't attractive enough on its own. Like, it needs a little bit of spice. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is that they need to make it so that freaking you get free hats when you play it or something. Twitch.tv/KingPogan. Go check that guy's stream out because he donated a bunch of metal. And that's a pretty good reason to go check out a stream. Yeah, it is a silly reason, Smitty. I think a lot of people make excuses, to be honest, because the second biggest reason that I seem to see is that people are just too scared. They're too afraid that they're going to do bad, you know? What is that? King Pogan.
You're a big reason I got into TF2 streaming. Enjoy the Fiverr.
Thanks to the Fiverr, man. I'm glad that I inspired you to stream, especially since I don't really stream that much myself. So it's kind of impressive, I guess, that I inspire anybody to stream. But I think that it's silly that people think that they're gonna be yelled at for being bad and competitive or something, because like the whole point of competitive mode is to place you with people of a similar rank, meaning that like you play it enough, you'll get to a point where you are just as good as you need to be at the game. Like, you don't need to be a certain amount of good. You know what I mean? So I think that people just kind of need to realize that. Because that's kind of the problem. I see, at least, with people's mindset. Their preconceived notion that they're expected to be good, but whatever your skill level is, I mean, that's what is going to be expected of you because of your rank, you know? Your team did bad our first season of comp in UGC, and next season we placed 8th. Improvement is always possible, and it never hurts to try. Very true, Inky. Very true. Yeah. I think there's a quote by Jake the Dog from Adventure Time. He says, being bad at something is the first step to being good at something, or something along those lines. It's like, you can't really be good at something without being kind of bad at it first. Hell yeah, dude. Oh yeah. I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say. What happens to Ray's HUD? It still gets updates? I just don't use it anymore. I don't have a problem with the HUD. I just I like this HUD now. That's as far as it goes. You missed the I use race HUD? I mean, that meme kind of had to die. There's only so much you can do with it. I'm not one to just kind of spam a meme, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, I could probably ask iDubbbz to say something in his weird-ass voice that he does for every single video, but, like, that would just kill the meme immediately. Like, nobody would find it funny after a while, you know? Like, literally no one would find it funny if I kept doing it, you know? It's better to just kind of, like, not ever do it and then just randomly do it again. That's what comedy is, you know? It's surprising people. Do you know that, like, laughter... Ow, what are you doing? Do you know that laughter is a fear response? Did you know that? Scientifically, laughter is a form of screaming. I'm not even joking. Like, it's a response to being surprised, to being like caught off guard. And that's honestly, like, that's a really good description to me of what humor, good humor at least, is. It's catching somebody off guard. So, like, I don't know. I dissect comedy a little bit too much for my own good, I guess. How many engineers does my team have? 2. I'm the second one. I mean, my team is just kind of not really as good as the other team. Oh no. I seem to spam the I main NG meme. What's that? I don't even know what that is. Do I? I don't even think I say that. On that topic, how did you and iDubbbz become friends? You guys seem so different. I know that I might seem different in my videos, but honestly, like, I feel like we're pretty similar, I think. I just choose to do different things with my channel than he does. Oh, the whip. It's so long. That's what she said. Feel the short circuit is super broken in 6s? I don't think so. King Pogan again. For the $2. For some reason she didn't read it, but you said Valve considers TF2 a flagship title on their new website. That was actually relieving now. Or, yeah, it was actually relieving. I didn't check out their new website before it went down or, like, got reverted. But that's interesting that it's a flagship title to them. But I mean, like, how many games has Valve made, you know? There's a lot of stickies there. Oh, yeah, body shot. I should try SFM. You know, I really should. I really should, because I feel like it would improve the quality of a lot of my videos. But at the same time, I know a lot of very talented SFM artists, and I am willing to pay money to have them do it better than me. So it's like a kind of a weird thing. Like, I don't really need to learn, but I would like to, just because, you know, it's a good thing to have a different skill, or a new skill, you know? Oh, man. Don't worry, when we get to last, we'll just win, because Badlands, or what is this? Barn Blitz has an awful last point. Ow, that was a good shot. Who are my favorite SFM artists? I think Doomsday is pretty good. I think Retro is pretty good. I think... Or wait, are we talking about, like, animators? Because I was mostly just talking about just in general. Of course, Pybun is probably my favorite, which is why I use her skills and for pretty much every single one of my thumbnails in the last year. As far as animators go, I think Winglet is really talented. I think Uberchain is really talented. I think Crocodile is fun. Help, I need help. What do I think you're going to do when you finish school? You know, I don't really know if I knew. I kind of just wanted to like work on my YouTube videos and kind of just like try and save money, because at the time I was working just a regular ass job, you know. And at the time, I kind of had a good feeling about the YouTube thing as a full-time career, so I was kind of trying to make it in my own way in that kind of arena. But unfortunately, sketch comedy, the format is kind of something that the YouTube format is kind of worked against, unfortunately. Have I said unfortunately yet? So, yeah, I kind of was, out of high school, I was just kind of working on, I don't know, improving my skill set or career or something. Some excuse to make it seem like doing nothing wasn't what I was doing. Our team is just getting raped right now, dude. Like, how have we not lost yet? You like the 80s Miami Vice music? I like it too. I think it's really calming, and it's good. It's great background music for the stream because I don't think I've had my stream get muted, like, ever.
Get on the cart. Get on the cart.
Because yeah, I don't know. A lot of the artists that make this music don't belong to any labels that try and claim music. So that's kind of a convenience. Do you think that a player with enough skill should be able to kill their counters? Do you think that their counters should be better in every situation? I think that if you have enough skill, you should be able to do anything in this game. I think that if you are more skillful than the player that you're playing against, I think that you should be able to kill them most of the time. That's my opinion on it. I think that skill above all else is more important than like counters versus not counters. Wait, why are you even looking there? I don't understand. Are you still looking there? How's my unconventional upload system faring against the ad problems on YouTube right now? It's actually been increasingly better for me. I don't really know how, but it has. Like, I'm actually making more money now than I ever have, as far as YouTube goes, like YouTube AdSense revenue. And I'm not really sure why. I think it has a lot to do with like the residuals that I get from my videos, or maybe YouTube has suddenly decided to include my videos in the recommended section more often. I don't really know what I did, but I don't seem to be having problems with it lately. I don't really know why. Which is fine, because I honestly prefer it. I don't think that I would enjoy making videos if I felt like I had to make a video every X days or whatever, you know? I think that at that point it would become pretty boring for me, because I like to take my time. I like to make sure that a video is going to be good, instead of just kind of like, this seems like a good idea. Hope it works out, and then like just throw it together real quick and then upload it and then forget about it like 2 days later, you know? Oh, what's this? Your videos returned to the recommendeds for me? Well, maybe that's it. My videos are being recommended more, which is great. unfortunately, it's not really something that I can control. So as soon as that stops happening, then you guys gotta buy my shirts. In fact, you should do that now. Do that at any time. I'm kind of disappointed because my mug that I have, the Uncle Dane mug that I use, it started getting really worn down in the last 2 cycles through the dishwasher, to the point where I might as well just buy a new mug. And I'm like, man, that sucks that they're that like kind of low quality, because that's like one of my favorite items that I have on the merch store is my mug. But I don't know, maybe it's just the way that I'm washing it or something. So if anybody who's had a mug for a long time doesn't seem to be having worn down problems. But I do use mine a lot, so maybe there's that. Ow, okay. Hand wash it? What am I, Neanderthal? I use machines. But yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, it's very true. I sure do love memes, and honestly, that's a pretty big downfall of the game, like as a competitive game, in my opinion. You cannot escape me. Okay, maybe you can. Don't worry, I'll replace it. Like, as it started chipping or something? I know guys from the hangar who have had the same mug for 30 years. No, the actual ceramic hasn't been chipping. It's the graphic on it. The graphic on it, actually, it's right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but the color on it is faded a lot. This is supposed to be a brown, like a dark brown mug. The color on it is faded quite a lot. You can kind of, I don't know if it's not really showing up, but you can barely read Uncle Dane on it anymore. And then it's got a couple like little paint, like it kind of came off at the top here, which I'm assuming is from the dishwasher, because I don't think I've ever seen that happen when I'm using it, like drinking from it. The ceramic itself, though, seems to be okay. Oh no, they're whipping out the heavies. We're screwed. Where did I get health from? Could be the quality of the application method. That's what I'm saying, is that like I don't know if it's specific to my mug or if it's just the way that they produce them. So that's what I'm saying. If anybody gets a mug and then after like 6 months it starts to deteriorate, then please let me know, because that would probably affect where I host my store, you know. I want to make sure I'm giving people quality stuff. Steel needs 2 videos? Dude, I have the script written for Steel's blueprints. And I'm about, I want to say I'm like 4 or 5 pages in, and I haven't even gotten to like the map yet. I'm just explaining what happens when you go through and open the doors and stuff, and like what happens when you cap. It's kind of hard to put that stuff into words. I can't believe we're actually gonna hold this. Like this is like our team does not deserve to win, but Barn Blitz is just such a dumb map. Oh, okay. I got owned. He crouched. That's what he did.
Good job. Good job.
All right. Well, I think I'm done playing TF2 for tonight. You have a PhD on steel? Yeah, that's true. I might ask you about it. But I think I'm gonna be doing a 5CP map next. Where are my Dane cosmetics in this last game? I would rather not draw more attention to myself than I already do. As you can see by the first half of the stream being interrupted constantly. You know, I'm sure a lot of people would like it, but there's always got to be that one guy that ruins it. Sorry. Don't blame me. Blame that one guy that ruins it for everybody else. Is that a HUD crosshair or an in-game crosshair? That is a HUD crosshair, my friend. My guy. You bought a damn Dane shirt? Thanks, Onimai. I think you might be the first one to buy one of those. I saw that not a whole lot of people. I don't know if you're the first, but I know that not a lot of people have bought that one. Probably because it doesn't really look that great. That's like one of the few that I've designed. Like, I didn't design the artwork on it, of course, but I thought it would be like, because it's like not a whole lot of people listen. At least not a whole lot of my audience listens to rap. It seems, but there's a lot of like popular shirts that people wear where it's just literally the album cover on your shirt. Like that's a hip hop thing, I think. Or people just like, it's just the album cover, like a square. And it doesn't look great, but it's like something that people do. I don't know. See you later, Nath Group. I'm gonna be going too soon. I just I'll answer some questions before I go. How about that? I'll put my bigger cam up on and screen, and we can look at the BAPs. And Warlord798 donated 5.
Thanks for the stream, kept me entertained while I was drawing.
Well, I'm glad to be here, man. The merch designs are really cool, but I'm afraid to wear them in public. Why is that? I'm trying to, because I try to make the design something that aren't like blatantly a reference to like a YouTuber, because I know that that's kind of lame. Like to wear, like you wouldn't wear like a My Little Pony shirt, you wouldn't wear like a SpongeBob shirt. Well, maybe you would, I don't know, maybe SpongeBob is cool at this point, but like you wouldn't wear a shirt with like your favorite thing on it in public, I think. Unless it was like kind of low key, like it just kind of looks like a cool design, which is kind of like what I wanted to go for with the Uncle Dane merch, but I don't know, maybe I missed the mark on that. Do I think that there will ever be another weapon that changes the sentry gun, and if so, what kind of change would I hope/want to see? Oh, like change the sentry gun, like how the mini sentry has changed? I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't think that the engineer really needs anything like that. I said on Twitter that I would like to see sentry gun skins, but I don't really know how that would be balanced, because it's kind of hard to differentiate teams when they're not red or blue. So you kind of gotta be careful with that. How do I not get mad in video games? Oh, I get mad all the time. I just repress it whenever I'm streaming because there's people watching me and I don't want to get embarrassed. But I do get embarrassingly mad whenever I'm playing by myself. For sure. For sure. I scream and I yell and I curse whenever I get random crit or face stabbed. But it's all just kind of cathartic. It's not really real. But because I have a live mic in front of me, I'm not gonna fucking scream, you know? Do you have any tips on building up an audience / growing a channel in general? I have a TF2 channel I'm trying to grow, and I would love some advice from the Uncle Dane himself, Dan MC Dane. The advice that I give to everybody is just make videos about what you know. Like, if you know how to do something well, make videos that incorporate that. Because people like watching videos where the person is good at what they're doing or they're confident in what they're talking about. Like, people like an authoritative figure. So if you can give them that, then that's a positive thing.
Bap!
A couple of apps. One from Son of Jazzles says, thanks for getting the sapper off my sentry and upgrading it in that last point of the last game, Dane. I didn't have my HUD on, or at least the names on, so I couldn't see who was playing. But you're welcome. I don't remember doing that, but you're welcome. Demon Engineer with these items as well. Thanks, man. I don't go out in public, so I don't get a chance to show off my shirts off, but I enjoy wearing shirts my family can't understand. Yeah, I don't go out in public that much either. I go to the grocery store, that's pretty much it. Yeah, a pizza sentry gun would be fucking cool. Yeah, I mean, like this, like no one really knows what this is. This just kind of looks like an old man getting struck by lightning. So I feel like this is a good design, but I don't know. Like, not a whole lot of people. Like, this is probably the most embarrassing one to wear, but I mean, I think that that's a pretty funny one. However, I think this is like one of the most popular shirts, but I think it's because I wore it in a video once. I need to wear my own shirts on my videos more. But, you know, this is a new design. This is a pretty cool one by Rasta Pasta. This is a good design. Reference to one of my more popular intros, which is what I like. A little small shout out to that. This is a cool little design. You don't really know what this is unless you play TF2. Like, this just kind of looks like a cool little design, which is like a cool looking cool wrench. Did I mention that it's cool? Anyway, enough advertising for myself here. NG Matt, thanks for the rocket launcher, man. Dane, do you think mini dispensers are a good idea? I do. I think that it would be great for like a more mobile NG, which is, I think, what is important to make him more viable in 5CP specifically, which is a good thing. Because in 5CP, he's pretty much only really useful on last, and that's not really that fun, to be the last guy. Anyway, would you at some point consider a GTA Online stream in a private lobby? No. I pretty much only really like playing GTA, like the story mode of it. I don't really play the online game. Do I own all of my shirts? I own like half of them. I bought a few of them, mostly for demonstration reasons. But I do wear them sometimes. I just feel like it's kind of conceited to wear them when it's like yourself, or if it says your name on it, like in public or something. Like, I'll wear them on stream sometimes or something because it makes sense, but I don't know. I'm always afraid that I'm going to be in public and somebody, like a cashier, is going to be like, oh, that's cool. What is that? Oh, that's me. It's my YouTube channel. I don't know. It sounds really lame to explain that to somebody. Ooh, Smitty has a shirt idea. He says, a wrench smacking something, and it says BAP. That's not a bad idea. BAP, anything like a meme like that would be actually pretty good, because I don't want to say that I took credit for it, but I did. I mean, I think that I kind of started the whole BAP meme, and I see it all the time, even outside of my channel. So I think that having a BAP shirt would be a good idea. Thanks, Smitty. I'll send you some residuals.
BAP!
For some reason, the BAP alert doesn't pop up on this part of my stream. It only pops up on there. But anyway, Easy Pete, thanks for the muffler, man. I don't want to give input where it's not wanted. Wouldn't Uncle Dane's Hot Cocoa be a good low-key shirt design? Well, let me tell you that I have that somewhere. Oh, here it is. This is on a sweatshirt, but it's kind of the same thing. You can get this on a shirt, or you can get it on a mug. See? This is the part of the stream where I sell out, by the way. where I just tell you guys to go and buy my stuff. Thanks for watching my 3-hour stream. Go and buy things. Do you think NG having a Tesla coil building that replaces sentries would be a good idea? A Tesla coil building? Like something that shocks people when they get close to it? I don't know. I don't think so. Crispy Cola says, are you friends with Banny? I'm Steam friends with Banny. I don't think I've ever actually spoken to him. And I've been to a LAN that he was at, so... But, you know, he competes in those and I don't, so it's a little harder for me to really hang out with somebody like that. Should do a Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those games. I got them because they were really, really cheap or a part of a bundle, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of those games. It's like one of those games where it's more fun to watch than it is to play for me. Is the TF team all weeaboos? I don't know. I feel like Jill might be a weeaboo. That's just the vibe I get. But I don't know. I can't be sure. I just have a shirt with a transparent cutout of my IRL face. I think I'd have to start running out of ideas before I got to that point, but I'll keep that in the back of my head. Hey Funk, thanks for the host. I'm about to end my stream, so I'm probably going to pass these viewers off to somebody else. But if you're here from Funk's stream, then I guess you can ask me a question, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm asking questions in chat. Because sometimes I don't get to everybody when I'm playing. I focus too hard on the screen. Yeah, we're playing hot potato with these people. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Nesta. What is that? Nasty AE Fimova 6. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, man. Appreciate it. I'll answer a couple more questions, and I think I'm going to pass it off. I'm going to hot potato this on over to somebody else. Probably Banny, because he's probably the only one that's streaming right now. What's my most favorite Germa joke of all time forever? Probably, coffee, Cheetos, chicken. Probably that one. Oh, Banny's offline? Oh, well. Looks like you guys are going nowhere then. Why is my camera so zoomed? Because I can't figure out how to make it not zoom anymore. People keep asking about it, so I thought I would zoom out. But now I can't find the options for the camera anymore, so... What headphones do I use? If you scroll down, you can look at all of the stats for everything that I use. I was kind of hoping I could figure out how to update that to the cool one where you can like click on it and it'll take you to the Amazon page for it or something. That would be cool. The thing about writing is it's not always writer's block. You get burnt out or tired too. It's very true. I don't know why that got brought up, but that's true. You know, sometimes you have a lot of ideas that you totally do want to get down on paper, but you just get tired of it. You get tired of writing, I guess. What's your favorite Pokemon and why is it Spheal? Spheal. Well, it's not Spheal, I can tell you that. Hachimaru Hero. GG, last game the Demoman saved it. I wasn't really paying attention to a whole lot of my teammates, but it was very strange how all of a sudden when you get to Barn Blitz last, it becomes way easier to defend. Why is that? Maybe they should take a book or a leaf out of Barn Blitz Pro's book. You know? Nah, Spheal's a cool Pokemon. You know, for a while I've had this freaking... I've had this DS that has a thing on the back that I can hook it up to my computer and I can play my DS on my computer. Like I can stream it flawlessly onto my PC, so I can actually like capture it with OBS and play games on the 3DS on the... I've had this for a while, I just have never actually used it. Cost me like a lot of money, so I don't know why I haven't used it yet. I spend my money very wisely. But anyway, I should play Pokemon someday. I should get a virtual console of Pokemon Gold or something and play it. Anyway, my favorite Pokemon is Quagsire. So yeah. Don't I need a capture card for that? Yeah, it's a special DS. I have 2 DSs. The one that I just showed you has a capture card that's been installed by some Japanese person. So yeah, I gotta do that. Just gotta get around to, I don't know, setting it up, I guess, because you gotta set it up differently on OBS. Did I play Gen 5? If so, who's the best starter? Who are the starter Pokemon for Gen 5? Yeah. I actually was playing a lot of Pokemon back when these were the starter Pokemon. Wait, this isn't showing me what Gen 5 starter Pokemon are. Okay, it's Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott. I like Tepig's design, but he is kind of an awful Pokemon, unfortunately. I think Snivy is my second favorite, but he evolves into a better Pokemon, I think. Mile High Tech with a Twitch Prime sub. Thanks, Mile High Tech. Appreciate it, man. Hey, thanks, Vimy Plays. Have a good night, man. I'm also gonna go to bed here soon. In like the next 60 seconds or so. Dear Mr. Dane, can you die out of wasting time on making an Affinity War 2 mashup? What? What are you saying, Uncle Daddy Soup? What are you saying? Okay, we're done. Thanks guys for watching. I appreciate anybody who came by and stopped by and watched the stream. It was a lot of fun. I had a decent amount of fun tonight. So yeah, I'll try and send you off somewhere else. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Good night. Good night.